Hello and welcome to ForgeRock Product Essentials Library Preview. My name is Matthias, I'm the principal instructor of ForgeRock, and I had the pleasure to create a few videos about ForgeRock software. Before we go into an overview here, I'd like to give you a short introduction to the ForgeRock Identity Platform. We like identities for workforce, which is basically employees, consumers or customers or things. Those different types of identities all have different requirements for authentication and authorization and maybe federation, and therefore we distinguish between the three. What we can offer for those identities is identity management, access management, a database or precisely directory server with high scaling features, and identity governance if you need to have those governance requirements for your employees fulfilled, for instance. Short introduction into the product essentials classes. We have got 4 classes altogether, one about the access management, one about the identity management, the directory service, and the identity gateway. The gateway product essentials class, which is obviously about the identity gateway of ForgeRock. Introduction, then we like to give you an introduction into Identity Gateways Studio, which is the UI for administrators and developers to develop new functionality in IG Studio. Describe how to protect a web application with IG authentication. So when we talked about authentication on the authentication server side in the Access Manager topic, then we actually change this side here and we show you how to protect an application with IG and make it that it requires the appropriate authentication, or of course in the next chapter then also authorization. So same topic, but on the other, we're looking at the other side. Describe how to protect REST APIs. Again, we had that already in the AM class. Now we look at it on the other side. How can we make use of the REST interface of the Access Manager, but also how can we protect REST interfaces? Now, REST interfaces are also often used by microservices in the communication with each other. So we also have an extra path through microservices and how IG has been optimized to protect microservices. Finally, I'd like to give you a little overview of where you could go when you need to know more about ForgeRock through ForgeRock University. The slide here shows on the horizontal lines the different products, and on the column part the essentials class, which we just talked about here. Then the next one would be core concepts, where you learn a little bit more about the products in quite a bit more time. So those classes are 4 to 5 day classes with hands-on experience. If you're a developer and your job is to extend the Access Manager, then you're probably interested in the developer class about the Access Manager. If you're more on the business side and you need to know how governance is implemented in the or through the Identity Manager, we have got a workshop for you. If you more on the deployer side, you have to deploy all our software into a Kubernetes environment, independent whether it's in a Kubernetes environment on a external cloud like the Google Cloud, or you do it on premises. You will learn about that in the FR523 deployment workshop. This is 4 times the same workshop, by the way, because it applies to all the products. And finally, if you have to show the world how good you are, how much you have learned about ForgeRock, you can apply for certification. There is the ForgeRock Certified Access Management Specialist exam and the ForgeRock Certified Identity Management Specialist exam. I can only recommend go through those, do the exam, and show the world how competent you are with ForgeRock products. I see you there.